Hey lovers, how you guys doing? So I woke up today feeling all emotional. This year made it 10 years. My dad died. My dad died 2016, and this is 2026. This is exactly 10 years, right? So this is exactly 10 years, and I don't know. I just feel very, very emotional about things. And I'm so angry because my dad died before I got to know what creating memory is all about. Like, yeah, that's how I'll say. Like, I can't remember a lot of memories I have with my dad. So, now we can get a phone, we can do videos and we take pictures and we keep. My dad died before I got to know what creating memories was. So I don't even have any memories to even fall back to because half of the time when I got to know anything in my life, I was angry with him because of I thought he was too strict on me. He was, but maybe that was his own way of training me because I know they hear word. But this year made it 10 years. I just woke up today and I just remembered and I felt so emotional about it. Like I go on TikTok and I see people posting their fathers, talking about fathers. I'm like, God, I wish I am this person talking about my dad, making his memories with my dad, making videos, taking pictures with my dad, going out with my dad. My dad, like I said earlier, if you've watched my videos, I talked about my dad. He didn't get to see any milestone in my life, except maybe when I entered GS1. He didn't even get to see me graduate from secondary school. He didn't even get to see anything, even get married. He didn't even get to experience any milestone in my life. And I'm so emotional about that. But God knows best. I woke up today with emotions and I remembered his best song, Old Rugged Cross. My dad was a priest before he died. And then, if we're talking about an example of a priest, a child of God, that was my dad. This is not just all talk. If you know my dad, you know that my dad was an example of a priest, a child of God. Yeah, I just remember his old song, one of his best songs when he was alive. And I'll sing like the one I can remember. So I remember that song as one of the songs that he loved singing. I remember we've sang that song like twice. First as a family, and then as an extended family second, because his sister's sons came to our church then where he was pastoring there, and then he came and we still sang the song as a show number. So I just sing one of the stanzas of the song. That's Old Rugged Cross. On a hills far away, stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love the old cross, where the dearest and best for the word of lost sinners were slain. So I cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. And I will cling to the old rugged cross and those changes someday for a crown. So I cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. And I will cling to the old rugged cross and those changes someday for a crown. I just remember this one, and I remember singing with my dad. And then I remember him playing all these colonial songs whenever we were traveling to the village because we have just few days to go to the village. As a pastor is pastoring in church, we have to be in the church 25th. He has to still be in the church end of the year, last that crossover night. So we have like few days to be at the village, and then we have to drive back to his church for the crossover night. You understand? I remember him playing those Cornelius songs. Except the Lord keep the city, to watch my heart in vain. Keep me, Lord. Keep me, Lord. Keep me, Lord. You should know this song. That's an old song. I just remember. I can remember those. I remember that playing that song every single time. Or keep me as the apple of the eye, under the shadow of the day. That the weekend might oppress me, my deadly enemy. Da, 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 da. And I was like, as the Lord keeps the city. Da, 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 da. As the Lord keeps the city. Oh, the watchman watching vain. Oh, keep me, Lord. Keep me, Lord. Shift me, Lord. So I choose to remember my dad as a good man that he was. Although they didn't even allow the man to enjoy anything in his life. My dad was a very, very intelligent man. I wish I had just a little 10% of his intelligence. That guy was so intelligent. My dad wrote two books. It's no joke. He was, aside the fact that he was a pastor, he was a canon, he was a lecturer. My dad was so smart. See, my father's brain, they hot. And I admired him a lot. I wished I had half of the brain that he had. But I'm still proud he was my dad. Elewa Chinedu Samuel. That was my dad. I'm so proud that Adama, I can, with my whole heart, say he's my father. Although you know how life is, that when your parents or this particular parent is alive, you have a lot of people coming to the house to see him. You have a lot of people getting to the house to get gifts, to come and greet and all those stuff. But after my dad died, a lot of people stopped coming. A lot of them even haven't even called to check up on us, his wife, his children, to even know how they're faring. A lot of them have not. Sometimes that's how funny life is. You might think that there are people that care about you, but when anything happens, maybe God forbid you die, they don't care about your family after that. Otilo. A lot of them for years, that's complete 10 years my dad died. A lot of them have not even called to say, okay, how are you guys faring? Are you guys even feeding at all? How far are you guys still going to school? None of them even asked. A lot of them. And I don't blame them. That's life. They might not know us. They know this man. This man when they know and the man is dead, sorry. And they feel there's nothing they're coming to this man's family to do again. So I don't blame them and all those stuff. But I choose to remember my dad as a good man that he is. And I miss him so much. I really, really do miss having a father. I miss having a father. I've just been thinking. I can remember one day that I was just on my bed and I was thinking, what if my dad was still alive? A lot of things would have acted out differently in my life. But then maybe God wanted me to just grow up fast and get to or learn to be strong. Because if my dad wasn't there, I'm not sure. Anyway, I've always been this strong-hearted kind of girl, not like a wicked girl, but I've always been this strong girl. Like, so even if I would have still been a strong girl than I am, but I just feel maybe I wouldn't have been strong the way I was if he was alive, because I will still be having the feeling that, oh, I have a manly backup in my life. But I still have a manly backup in my life. I still have Christ. I still have my husband man. But there's nothing as having a father figure in your life, like having a dad in your life. But then, like I said earlier, I choose to remember him for the good man that he is, and I choose to remember him for the good name that he has made for himself. Because till tomorrow, my dad was a good man who was conscious of his name. If there's one thing my dad hates in this life, is for his name to be rubbed on the mud, and it's no joke. Likewise, my mom, but I'm talking about my dad today. So I'm grateful to God for the gift of my dad, for giving me the grace to call him my dad. And January is his birthday. But I can't, January what is his birthday? That man has never ever celebrated his birthday before since I joined 18. But this January was his birthday. It's supposed to be his birthday. So, but I'm happy and I hope he's resting in peace wherever he is. I know he's in heaven with God. So I pray that he continues to rest in peace and his memories will continue to live on. Somewhere Chinedu Elewa Mpau's, and I love you so much. I love you. Just continue to rest in peace. And I'm going to make you proud, I promise. So, how you guys doing? Bye.